thesis, both AR200P-2 and AR200P-3 are non-modular non-numerical courses. So ano meaning yan? Hindi siya modular na numeric grade ang ma-receive nyo after completing the course. So, ang enrollment mo for non-numerical and non-modular courses is valid for 3 terms. So, you need to take note of that ha. Meron kasi iba na mag-lapse na and hindi nila alam na dapat mag-re-enroll pala sila. Tapos, ang i-enroll lang nila is residency. So, kapag ganun yung case, we cannot upload your grades. Kasi nag-lapse na yung 3 terms. So, what will happen is, ngayon sadly, we have 2 students na 2 cases from last year na ganun ang nangyari. Nakalimutan nila mag-enroll ng Design 10 and then naka-defend sila. So, I am not able to check kasi if enrolled or hindi sa kabilang section. So, I can only check sa aking section. So, and then, sa akin nag-request ng billing lahat. So ako, I am able to process the request for billing. So pwede makaproceed for defense. Defense sila, Design 10. But sadly, upon the uploading of the grades, nakapag-bind na, nakaproofreading na, hindi ko ma-upload ang grades kasi wala sila sa system as enrolled under Design 10. So you make sure that ang inyong enrollment, you need to update that always. You need to update your course facilitator na before kayo maka-defense, make sure that you are enrolled. So pag matapos kayo, we can upload your passing grade. Okay? Hindi yung pag-tingin ko, pag-check ko na, hindi ko ma-upload. So what will happen is, you need to wait for the next term talaga to enroll. Kaya that's why we also open the petition class for them. Yung mga wala naka-enroll ng Design 10. So check ha, again, Design 9 enrollment is valid for 3 terms. So, the first term, second term, third term. Pagbalik sa first term, you need to re-enroll ulit. Gets? So, that is also the same case for Design 10. So, enroll kayo sa Design 10 on the second term, and then, valid siya for 3 terms. So, third term and up to first term next school year. So, by the second term next school year, you need to re-enroll again. Okay? So, ganyan ang setup niya. And then, enrollment can be overlapped. So, what does that mean? So, for example, hindi nyo natapos ang Design 9 ngayong first term. Hindi pa rin kayo na pasa ng Design 9 this first term. So, pwede kayo re-defend sa second term, gano'n, na set up. So, hindi meaning yan, kung good na, mag-usbook na kayo. Pwede pa rin kayo mag-file, i-enroll nyo ang Design 10 sa second term, kahit hindi pa kayo mag-defense ng Design 10. And then, mag-present kayo ng Design 9 para sa third term, mag-Design 10 kayo. Gets nyo? So, kasi enroll pa rin kayo sa Design 10. So, again, 3 terms ang validity. So, yun yung mistake nung last year. Wala sila naka-design 9 on time, hindi nila i-enroll ang design 10. So, what happened is, napasa nila ang design 10, hindi ko ma-upload ang passing grade sa design 10 kasi yun nga, hindi sila enroll sa design 10. Okay ha? Hindi i-open ang design 10 sa third term. So, dapat sa second term, i-enroll nyo na ang design 10. Gets? Ang pwede lang i-enroll ang Design 9 and 10 is on the first term and second term. And valid na yan siya for 3 terms. Gets ha? So, kahit hindi nyo matapos ang Design 9 sa first term, i-enroll nyo pa rin ang Design 10 sa second term para anytime within the school year, pwede nyo i-defend ang dalawa. Okay? So I hope that's clear. Any questions before we proceed? Clear yun or walang need ng clarifications? Okay, so dyan walang makaano. Okay? So ang grade for both Design 9 and 10 is either of the three since it is non-numerical. So hindi siya 1.5, 125, 175, DOS, hindi ganun. Ang grade na makuha niyo for Design 9 and 10 is either C ang makuha nyo pag matapos nyo na ang completion requirements for Design 9 and completion requirements for Design 10. C ang inyong makuha if hindi nyo siya matapos within the term. So for those who are vying for honors or Latin na mga awards, hindi mag-matter ang C. So for example, hindi nyo matapos ang Design 9 sa first term. C kayo sa first term sa Design 9, hindi siya maka-affect sa inyo status or running for Latin honors or whatever. Basta lang, after 3 terms, hindi nyo makuha ang F. Okay? So, since ang enrollment is valid for 3 terms, after 3 terms, if hindi nyo pa rin talaga siya natapos, you will get an F. Okay? So, first term, hindi nyo natapos, you will get a C. Second term, hindi nyo matapos, you will still get a C. Third term, hindi nyo pa rin natapos, that is when you will get an F. And then, you need to re-enroll again. Okay? So, klaro nga, valid for 3 terms ang enrollment for thesis. So, baka dito pa lang, sa likod na, may 1 year pa lang. Kaya yan, nagdami ng numbers. Hindi ganun ha, tapusin nyo pa rin in 1 year. That's the goal. Okay? So, walang questions regarding sa validity of the enrollment. So, yung mga nag-edition class for Design 9 last second term, sino yun? Raise of hands. Yung enrollment nyo for Design 9 is valid up until now. Gets? Pero ang problem yan, if hindi nyo i-enroll ang Design 9 ngayon, hindi kayo maka-defense ng Design 9 next term. So, dapat i-enroll nyo ngayon ang Design 9. Gets? Sino yung edition Design 9 second term? Okay? So, dapat, kung hindi nyo, for example, hindi nyo natapos ang Design 9 ngayong first term, this is your last chance ngayong first term kasi valid mo siya for 3 terms.
So, mag-enroll to next term.
So, if mag-plan kayo na mag-defect sa second term and hindi offered ang Design 9 sa second term, hindi namin kayo mapadefense. Gets? So, dapat i-enroll nyo ang Design 9 ngayon na term para ma-renew ang inyong counting. Okay? Klaro? So, ipa-add nyo ang Design 9 nyo ngayon na term. Kasi hindi kami yung open ng Design 9 sa second term. Okay, makalito nyo yung application. Okay? Klaro? Sige. So, that's also the case in Design 10. Sino yung nag-enroll ng Design 10 o second term? So, yun, hanggang ngayong first term, no need nyo i-re-enroll ang Design 10. So, you have your last chance this term. But since, luckily, offered ang Design 10 sa second term, if you wish to extend, you need to re-enroll sa Design 10 on the second term para maka-defend sa second term na naman. Okay, klaro? Sige. So, any questions? Wala na. I'll proceed. So, this is our class schedule. So, as much as possible, we will try to be present at least or meet at least twice a week. So, and then, yung dalawang days, like the Friday and the Saturday, give na namin yun sa inyo for other school tasks or individual thesis progress. Okay? So, ang time slot natin is 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. So, that is actually ideal. No? Imagine, you will be conducting interviews, you will be gathering data. So, what happens based on experience from the previous years, sa umaga, mag-travel sila to, let's say, city planning office ng Panabo. Tapos pagkahapon, report back sila agad sa akin kung ano na-discuss nila. Yun yung mga na-notice ko na successful thesis takers. They do their data collection in the morning and report back to the course facilitator in the afternoon. Yung mga students na continuing, yun hindi ko dito nakita ever. Walang ganun na reporting sa akin. So ang mga students na super, ano talaga, data collection sa umaga, report pagkahapon, kung ano nagawa. Pakita sa akin, pakita sa thesis advisor. So, I hope, hopefully, ma-utilize talaga natin yung time. So, kami dalawa ni Alex, we will be here on Monday and Wednesdays, 4 p.m. onwards, 3:45 p.m. onwards. So, up until, ipa-close tayo. So,
Friday, wala yung Friday?
8:45. Kuya Mark, open na siya until
So, Monday, Wednesday lang.
6:30 pa din. Okay, so, RGP Ray is open until 6:30. So, our time is from 3:45 until 6:30 only. Okay? So, that is on Monday and Wednesday.
Or baka may chance na we will transfer to RSY para until 9 p.m.
RSY is allowed until 9 p.m. Ito ang hindi allowed for. So hopefully, ma-transfer tayo to RSY and mas safe din doon and mas accessible. So, hopefully, ma-transfer kami. Hopefully, sino man yung mga ano dyan. So, ayun, kay para productive talaga tayo. So we can guide you accordingly kung ano yung need yung na guidance, and then, of course, we can monitor your thesis progress. Okay? So hopefully walang yung mga passive na mga ano dyan. As much as possible, report back what you did. So this is the ideal June schedule. Morning, you conduct your data collection, and in the evening, we will meet and we will discuss what you gathered. Okay? So, di ba, kaya hindi na-approve yung inyong, kaya ngayon ang-approve na ng thesis is during FOR. Kaya parang during design 9, data collection na lang talaga kayo. So, yan na yung ating i-talk about during the meetings. What you are doing during your data collection. What you are gathering, tama ba yung inyong tools, tama yung instruments. So, you need to really be present at least once a week. Pero we are available twice a week. Okay? So, plano tayo dyan na. So, yan, B101A, ito yan, this place. So, okay. So, course orientation agenda. So, this is our outline. Medyo makakating i-talk about kasi we will be talking about the entire school year. So, parang prepared na kayo. Alam niyo kung ano talaga ang mangyari for the next 12 months. Tama ba? Yeah, 12 months. For the next 12 months. So first, the outline will tackle the roles and responsibilities of everyone involved, the thesis timeline, the already forms, the student deliverables, and the other reminders. So roles and responsibilities of